Photo is number 1. Hello, Cyber Bob. Going okay. Hey, Brian. Well, so am I. Got my ears pierced, so now I'm wondering, can I make my own earrings? And probably yes. I already made one. The Rocket Pop popsicle sticks. I made a set of those that I should be able to make into earrings. And I was annoyed that the only Starship set of earrings I could find were like $300. So I want to see if I can make my own. Because I'm not paying $300. I found out that you can get DIY kits. Basically, it's a kit that has the little stud part of the earrings. It's basically a little ball with a little hole on the bottom that you can attach whatever you want to. You can also get these kind too, you know, the little hook type. But my ears don't like the hooks too much. So I'll be using the ball and stud kind. Actually, I can show you. Easy enough to show you. Like, I can get enough to do 25 earrings for like $1. It's so cheap, it's stupid. Go away. Stupid pop-ups, man. Like, really? You gonna nag me? So let me get my chat up on a separate screen. The email should have come in by now. There it is. Right as I went to go into it, it popped up. I wonder if I get credit for watching my own ads. Don't forget. Yeah, that's fine. First, I need to change this to all messages. I wish there's a way to default to all messages. I never, ever want to see top messages. I never want to see that, ever. She's doing better. As I told you last week, she's on all of her medications, and they are actually giving her, well, they're getting closer to giving her proper physical therapy. So, to get her back walking again. And, it's probably actually a good thing that she's there now because, I can keep the heat off. You know, I don't even have the heat turned on yet. It's like 27 degrees out. I don't care. It's bearable in here, so I'm gonna keep that electric bill as low as I can. That blanket is very warm.
and they feed her well. But I want her to get, properly cared for. And then when she's able to walk again, she comes home. And, hopefully they do what they're supposed to do and give her the proper physical therapy. It looks like they are. Um, it seems like they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. So fingers crossed that, sorry for missing the stream last week. I misread the paper. They were coming out to inspect on Wednesday the 30th, not Thursday the 31st. So I couldn't do the stream. I had to sit out there and wait for them, and it was all nothing. And that scares me. They came out and said, okay, they took a single picture. They looked at it. He asked what's in the trailer, and I was like, none of your business. And he looked at me. I was like, dude, it's none of your business what's in my trailer. I was like, you can't see what's in there. It's none of your business. You're zoning, not trailer inspection. And of course, they still have a hard on about the minivan. I don't know why. I don't know why they have such a hard on about my minivan. It runs, it drives, it's not in disrepair. There's no broken glass, there's no broken lights. It doesn't even have any dents. It's a perfectly good minivan, and it's in better condition than my other cars. It's registered, it's insured. What's the problem? I don't want to move the goddamn van. I think what they're trying to get me to do is they want me to move the van behind the house, and I don't want to. Because that asshole who keeps robbing from me keeps breaking into my stuff. And he doesn't break into those vehicles because they're out front. He's exposed to the road. If I put them behind the trees of the house, then he'll have cover and he'll break into them. Catch and arrest the guy. Then I'll put the van wherever you want me to. Also, where I'm leaving it, the critters are leaving it alone. They're not tearing up the wiring and stuff like that. And I don't want to risk messing that up. I don't want them to start tearing up my goddamn wiring in the thing. I don't know why they have such a hard on for that friggin' van, man. Just leave it alone. It's not a zoning violation. You can't just declare something abandoned. It has to be objective. It can't just be your subjective decree. So they said they'll get back to me because the Brad guy wasn't there that day. So they took the picture to take to him, and so we'll see. I gotta wait until I hear back from them. I am Groot. Heather got back from vacation. She's the social worker at the facility Michelle's at. And Michelle got her moving on the things that need to be done. So she's going to schedule the mammogram, get that taken care of. And her CNA is going to make sure she gets those pain patches for her back off the truck today. Because those work very well with her. They're very effective. And go from there. But so far, it's, it's looking good. Well, the problem there, I'm not going to be mad at you because it's annoying, but I would never buy a house in an HOA. I turned down a beautiful house in Kentucky. I mean, a gorgeous house, nice bit of. It even had a tiny bit of property. It was only like half an acre, but it was decent, and it had brand new HVAC, and it was like $57,000. It was a really nice house. A lot of work had been done on it. The city it was in was dying, but it was only 20 miles away from another metropolitan area that wasn't dying. So it was a decent place to live. But it was in an HOA. And I was like, nope, I don't want it. She's like, what? I was like, I don't want it. I was like, I'm not going to live with two personal fiefdoms telling me what I can and can't do. I was like, I've already got the government telling me what I can and can't do. I don't need a personal little kingdom of lords and ladies telling me, your grass is too tall and you can't have that color. I was like, if I want to paint my house hot pink, deal with it. I was like, I'm not living in an HOA. I don't care how good the house is. It's not worth it if I'm in an HOA. Just no. It's an auto. You could tell me the house is free, and it's an automatic no if it's an HOA because it won't be free by the time the HOA is done with you. So I just got to figure out how to get off their radar, and once I'm off their radar, I just got to stay off of it. Yeah. Well, the solution is to find like-minded neighbors, and then you take over the HOA. It's going to be hard because they're going to fight you. Oh, when they figure out what you're trying to do, you got to try to keep them from figuring out what you're trying to do. Because they will fight tooth and nail. They'll schedule the meetings when you're at work just to make it more difficult for you. But you got to work with a few other neighbors, and you got to take over the HOA. Once you have a majority control of the HOA, then you create bylaws that are non-repealable. You basically create a constitution. You create limitations on the HOA, because HOAs aren't necessarily bad. There are reasons people want HOAs. So HOAs are good for, true trash dumps. People who just don't take care of their property. When your grass is getting 4 feet tall and mice are starting to come out of your floorboards, okay, that's a legitimate concern for an HOA. If it's a historical neighborhood, I can understand colors to some extent. But saying you can't have a flag up, saying you can't park a car in your driveway, there's one HOA where your garage door can't be open for more than 2 hours. What? These are personal fiefdoms at that point. Busybody, nosy people sticking their nose in your business. So what you do is you create restrictions on the HOA, or you disband it altogether. But that could be very, very hard. Developers like HOAs because it makes properties more valuable sometimes, until people realize the problems with the HOA. Basically, HOAs are extremely racist. The purpose of HOAs was to push out black people and minorities, and so that's what typically happens. Nowadays, that's less of a problem. They're not as racist as they were. Now they're just personal fiefdoms. They're just people who want to feel like they're big bad and they're in charge, and people who have sad lives and nothing better to do. But yeah, you take over the HOA and either put handcuffs on it, and you make sure those handcuffs are not repealable, so they cannot be changed. So yeah, HOA is great, but you can only do these things and within these limitations, and that's it. Okay. But because there are some areas where an HOA can fine you and then sheriff's sale and foreclose on your house. Like they can actually take your home from you. That's like, what? Like, wow. Just like, no, no thanks. I don't want an HOA. But let's see here. So here's something. You can get these. So it's a little 4mm ball it's basically an earring that just has a little loop on the end. And that's it. That's all it is. It's just an earring with a loop. And then I paid $1.06 for this. This price fluctuates wildly, but I paid $1.06, and that's 50 of them. So that's 25 sets of earrings I can make for $1. And then you have this set here, which has all the little rings. These are all the little, they call them jump rings, I think. Yeah, jump rings. And that's because to hang an earring, you have to what's the best way to? Let's say I want to hang this quarter. Let's say I want to hang this quarter from my ear. Well, the problem is the quarter's not going to hang from my ear like this. It's going to hang from my ear like this. So I have to put a ring on there to rotate the hanging angle 90 degrees so that the quarter will hang like this. And also, you might not want it sitting on top of your ear. That would be like a hard mount. They actually have those too, where you can solder the hard mount right to that. It's like basically it's the earring, but with instead of a ball, it's got a plate, and you can embed that in plastic, for example, or glue it onto something or weld it onto something. But I got the one with the little holes, and then you just put a jump ring on that, or 2 or 3 if you want it to dangle down a little bit, and then you could attach whatever you printed or designed or whatever you made up. I've never made jewelry before, so I don't even have any tools. I'm just going to use a couple of my little nippers and pliers that I have for 3D printing. I have a couple of, small pliers for manipulating small things. I figure that's probably what I'm going to need. That looks like what they have here. Yeah, see, it's just a little mini pair of pliers, like what you get at the dollar store. And this is probably something I'm going to need. I think I was wondering, how do you open the split ring? You would need 2 pliers. I think that's what this is for. That's one of the reasons I bought this, because it comes with that little tool there. And I think that little tool is the thing that you stick the split ring in, and then you can put your jewelry on and then bend it back. I think that's what that's for. I'll have to watch some videos on jewelry making to. I also got a set of a bunch of these little lobster claws. I figured the lobster claws would be handy, because then I could instead of making every single thing I make into jewelry, just put a couple of jump rings on it and put a lobster claw on it, and then have the jump ring on the little stud, and then I could just take the lobster claw and go click, done. Well, you're going to hear a lot less about politics from me from now on, simply because it's now dangerous to talk about politics. Someone like Donald Trump is very hyperpolarizing, and he emboldens people to act badly. It's not him doing it, but his personality type and his concept of right and wrong, and or at least acceptable and unacceptable, encourages bad behavior. So people who are very racist and very bigoted are going to feel emboldened to be more so. Oh, you didn't even see that. So this is the little thing I'm talking about right here. That little brass ring. I think that is for sticking these split rings in so that you can bend them with the pliers to open and close them. I think that's what that's for. So that's why I bought this set, because it comes with all the little jump rings so that I can turn my 3D prints into jewelry. And I also got a bunch of 36-inch chains so I can make matching necklaces to go with them, because I can't wear regular necklaces that don't fit. Yes. They came out, they looked, they took a picture, they said, we'll get back to you. They didn't seem like they were super pleased, which I don't know why. I guess I'm gonna have to wait until they get back to me and see what they say. If I don't hear from them in a couple days, I'm gonna call them and ask them. But I was going to drive the minivan behind the tree so it'd be out of sight, but I realized I really don't want to do that. No, it sounds negative. It sounds very negative. No, trust me, that's negative. Okay, I was expecting him to say, "Hey, great, you're done. I'll show it to him. We'll confirm it, and we'll take care of the paperwork." Instead, I was like, "Well, so there's no violation anymore, right?" And he's like, "Well, no, not necessarily." I was like, "What do you mean, not necessarily? Everything's on shelves, everything's on tables. There's no trash anywhere." I was like, "What's still a violation?" And then he says, "What's in the trailer?" And I'm like, "None of your business." What the hell do you care what's in the trailer? And then they keep pointing at the minivan. I was like, "It runs, it drives, it's registered, it's insured. What the fuck is your problem with the minivan?" I don't want to put the minivan behind the tree. When I parked my Leaf behind the trees, he broke into the car. So when I put a vehicle where there's cover, that encourages him to break into them. I don't need busted windows. And also, the critters are leaving it alone where it is. And I don't want to move it and invite critters in, because they'll tear apart the wiring harness and then it's junk. So, now the fact that they haven't said nothing since then is a positive, or maybe they're preparing to take action. I don't know. And it drives me crazy. What I want is for them to say, "We're done. There's no more problems. We'll never bother you again so long as you keep your property in order." That's what I want to hear. But I don't know what the hell you're gonna do. People are assholes, man. I think I'm gonna have to get aggressive. I'm gonna have to get a bit violent with them. They can't just. This can't be subjective. Zoning and planning can't be subjective whim of a person. There has to be objective definitions for these things. You can't just declare unsightly storage. You've got to define unsightly storage. It's the law. It has to be objective. It can't just be, we say so. Because there's 100 properties far worse than mine, and they're not bad either, and they're not a violation either. Round? Oh, I know what you're talking about. To make curl. I've seen that. Remember, most of mine are going to be 3D printed. The only reason you're talking about these. Yeah. You're talking about those kind of things like that? Am I on the right screen? No, I'm not. You're talking about pliers like that? Little hognose pliers? Ah. Let's see if there's a super cheap plier set available, like a couple dollars. See, this is individual. I don't want that. I want a set like this. $9, $3. See, that's basically what I have. I gotta see if I have a hognose pliers, because that's nippers, pliers, and the hognose. And I've got nippers and pliers. I just gotta see if I have a hognose set. See, I have a set of these too. These little curved ones. Those are handy. Man, those are nice. When you're building a little model, oh, those are great. Yeah, pretty much the only thing I'm going to be doing is, manipulating. Pretty much the only thing I'm going to be doing is manipulating these rings to mount them to these and to mount them to the 3D print. I found a new site that looks pretty neat. I think this is it. I got to go watch the YouTube video again. But it's supposed to be a site where you can make SVG files, where you can actually make text like this, which you can then import into Tinkercad or Onshape or Fusion and manipulate as you want. But it's I think this is it. Cuddle.xyz. Let's create an account. Let me switch off of that screen so you don't see the password. Shit, it's covered up. The show password's covered up. Okay. That was one of the easiest signups I've ever seen. Congratulations, Cuddle. You didn't bother me with a bunch of crap. Yep, this is it. I'm pretty sure this is it. Drag onto canvas. Okay. Let's do that. Font. We want to do one of the handwriting fonts. No, I want one where the letters join. I guess that technically is a joined one, isn't it? Can I use... Yes, I can. Good. Oh, that's nice. A little on the thin side, but nice. But what you want is you want these letters to be merged together so that now, oop, what are you using now? Mouse. Can I move this individual letter? I don't think I can, but I know how to. If I do this, and then I do Control CV, there we go. And I can make this one the capital N, and then I can bring this one until it touches, like this.
I am Groot.
There we go. Now there should be a way to do a Boolean merge. Let's see, how do I do that? Nope, it's a shape. Modify. Boolean union. There. Okay. Now file. Export SVG. And call this Nerys. Damien. Download. This is just like a test, just to see how it works. Okay, import. We will choose the SVG I just downloaded. Import. Nice! There we go. Oh, that's cool. How tall is that? 10. Probably 5 would be better. Or 3. There we go. Now what we really need is to make something like this with resin and then learn how to electroplate. So I can plate it in metal. That would be cool. And then to turn something like this into a necklace is pretty easy. I just take something like this. Maximum number of sides. Let's make a wall thickness of 2 and a radius of 5. Three. And then I could take this and put it here. And Control D. Yeah, I saw that on a YouTube video. I was like, damn it, that's cool. There we go. Now, I now have a necklace. I can now attach a chain to that. A jump ring for each of those and attach it to the chain. How cool is that? There's even other things I could do. So, Control D. And let's get rid of this one. Let's make this one bigger. Let's do a wall thickness of, say, 4. Yeah. Bigger, bigger, bigger. Nice. That's what I want right there. Oh, that's looking good. Bring you down until you touch the N. Stretch you out a bit. There. I could also do that. Control D. Separate. And now this I can do 2 different ways. Control D. One over here. One over here. I can do a single. I can do a single point here. Or I can do 2 points to hang it evenly. Now what I can do is take these two, line them up this way, join them, connect them to this, do a line up again, make this the anchor, center them. Yeah, I could do that too. Now they're centered and they're even. I could bring them down until they touch. There we go. I could do that. And then on this one, select them both, align, shift, anchor this piece, center, and then bring it down until it touches. There. So this is just a couple of different variations you can come up with really quick. There. So this is a single point, so you'd have a jump ring and then a necklace going through the jump ring. This would have two jump rings, and the chain would split there. And making a belt buckle would not be that difficult. And in fact, I bet you I could find a ready-made belt buckle. Let's see, belt buckle. I could never wear this. Well, I could if I used a screw. Yeah, I could if I used a screw. This is probably what I need right there. Well, I need the basic dimensions. Nice. That's probably good enough. Oh no, that's not a belt buckle. Okay, that's something different. I need a traditional leather belt buckle. Belt buckle blank. Is that actually what a belt buckle looks like? I don't think so. Okay, that's a traditional belt buckle. I thought it was one with a loop. Yeah, that's what I thought. A loop and a peg. Now, what I could do is I could put a nut and bolt through the 3D print, and then have a little bit of epoxy putty on the end of the bolt to create the little nub. Because I know it's a post with a little nub on it. You guys can't see what I'm showing you, can you? Yes, you can. Because I know it's normally a post with a little nub, and that pops through the hole in the leather. And then the belt wraps around and snaps shut. This would also be pretty easy if I can find this piece here. I could 3D printing this would be tough. It would have to be pretty bulky in order to 3D print that. On a regular person, it wouldn't have to be, but on a person like me, where the belt's going to be actually under some tension, the 3D print would just shred if I'm not careful. How about DIY belt buckle? I bet you there's hardware for that. Yes, there is. At least some. That's the belt part. Where's the buckle part? I mean, I could just buy one of these and then apply my 3D print to it, but I kind of want to print the whole thing just because it'd be fun. No other reason. There's got to be belt buckle kits. Basically, this piece here. See how it's riveted in. So this is two pieces. This is a loop, and this is a little bracket that attaches it to this. I should be able to buy just this. I mean, belt makers don't make this; they buy it. So I just got to figure out where they buy it from. Oh, there's a blank one, but that's a lot of money. I need to get it below $1 to make it practical. What's this? No. Oh, that's for some, what do you call it? The hold your pants up. What do you call that? That's what that's for. Suspenders. Suspenders. I know they buy it from somewhere. It's probably a matter of this bit here. Overalls, yeah. Suspenders and overalls. But I should be able to 3D print the entire belt. Like even the belt itself. That would be a little tougher to make it strong enough, but it should be doable. And I already have an idea for how to do that. I'll have to look around. I know it's got to be available. Like, see, is that one right there? No. See, this is all like the military style fabric belt. Where you slide the fabric through in an S shape and it locks in place. Like you wear in the military. That's what these are. This is that kind of belt. What I want is the traditional, belt buckle like this. Get a nice leather belt. Hell, with TPU, you could print it. Actually, why didn't I think of that? With TPU, I could use the CR30, and I could print the belt all as one piece. That would definitely be strong enough. TPU is damn near indestructible. Ugh. Yeah, I could 3D print the entire belt. Now I really want to do it. In fact, the TPU might have enough give to take some of the load off the buckle. So it's not quite under quite as high a load. I might have to do it differently. For example, use two pegs instead of one. So I might have to have two of these pegs, one here, to spread the load more, to be stronger. There's probably a belt making Reddit. I bet you if I go there and just ask someone, say, hey, where do I get this piece here? They'll probably say, oh, you go here and get it. it's got to be available. It must be a different search term. How about leather? Since you don't use the fabric buckle for leather. Now it's still coming up with these. Let's get rid of kit. So there's your belt. So there's the snap to go around the loop. So the belt comes up. I'm betting it's not long enough. It's 2.54 centimeters per inch, right? So 125 divided by 2.54. That's only 50 inches. So I need at least 150. I need 175 centimeters. That's cloth. That's a complete belt. That's expensive as hell. It only goes to 140, which I don't think will be enough. That's like 45 inches. I'll have to look around for that. I could make a traditional belt like this just to make one. Because I can 3D print that too. I am really surprised that it's not coming up. You know, I was expecting to see listings with this piece. You know, for you to rivet onto your own product, your own projects. Because that's what I need. I just need that right there. That's all I need. I mean, I could try making one, 3D printing it, but it'd have to be pretty chunky. In order to be strong enough to handle the load. All I have to do is find one. I just have to find a single one. And once I see what keywords they use, then I can just search for those keywords. But I gotta find freaking one. Oh, that's annoying. I just paid $1.10 for that. Here it is for 63 cents. Hey, just keep in mind when you see 10-piece lot of 925 sterling silver chains for $2.80, it's not sterling silver. Hopefully you realize that it's not, it's fake. I don't care, but don't think you're getting sterling silver for that price. That's just not how that works. Not how that works. I tried doing that once. I had a choker that had LED lights in it and lit up. I I lasted about 10 minutes and I couldn't take it. I can't take something around my neck like that. It just drives me crazy. Something about my sense of touch is broken. Um, I don't you know, you wear a watch or a ring and eventually you stop feeling it. the nerves just stop transmitting and you just don't notice it's there anymore. Well, that never happens to me. I always feel it. No, a lot of times that's why I tend not to wear watches, because I never stop feeling the watch and it can get annoying. Hey, Big Bad Joe. Um, but all I need to do is find one. I can't believe there's none on here. Well, the problem is that's going to bring up rings. I'll try it. Ring, hook. Maybe both words. Yeah, that didn't work. The problem is these are all rings. Did it work? No, hardly any pain, right? I couldn't believe it. Oh, you can get those here too. Here you go. Here's 6 of them for $3. So if you got the family wants to get their ears pierced, there's enough for 3 people for $3 from AliExpress. And wow, oh, seriously? Okay, there's multiple here. It's not 3 for 6. Yeah, there's multiple. It's probably 3 for the 3. Yeah, it's $15 for 20, which is still amazing. That's like 75 cents each. Yeah, TPU is amazing. But again, you can get it on Amazon for $4. Just search, click on my link in my video. But like here's $5.29, and there is one for $3.99, $4.99. I have it linked in my video. And, ring and hook. I'll keep looking. Once I find one, I'll find that keyword that they use, and then I'll be able to find the rest. Oh, one that is just a simple ball. That's nice. This is I would if I had to do it over again, I would do it with this. I would absolutely do it with just a simple ball. I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, I would definitely do it with just a ball. Because the actual piercing process itself doesn't hurt at all. You hardly even feel it. What does hurt is when in the weeks following and something snags on it and you pull it, that hurts because it's tearing the skin that's forming inside. And so the little ball, your finger would just slide over it. It'd be more likely to slide over it instead of snag on it. So next time I get a set of piercings, I'm gonna get that one. In fact, I want to save that. I'm gonna add that to my. Oh, for $9, you get 8 of them. Wow. Yeah, I'll save that one. I have a jewelry list. Jewelry. Yep, $9 for 8 of them. That's might as well. But yeah, nice little. Well, these are 5mm, but that's okay. But yeah, that's a lot. What? $5 for 8? There you go. It's $5 for 8 of them. It's hard to argue with that. Jesus, what the hell? Add that one to the list. Wow. It's hard to argue with that. $4.99, you get 8. showed you that. Wow. This is the same problem the 3D printing manufacturers had. The race to the bottom. You know, because you get these things for 50 cents a pop or less on from Alibaba and crap like that. I've seen these for as low as 69 cents each on AliExpress or Temu, and so they're getting it for less than that. I wouldn't be surprised if they're mass producing these things at wholesale at 25 cents each. Most of that $5 price tag is the price of the product and the Amazon FBA fees and whatnot. And at that price, there's not even any point in reloading these things. You can reload these, but at this price point, why bother? When you can get them for $1 each, buying the earrings will cost you as much as just buying this new sterilized kit. Or you can even get this kind, the flat plates. But yeah, you can see it's so stupidly cheap. It's so cheap, and it's painless. It's absolutely painless. Not totally painless, but you feel a little. It's like a bee sting that only lasts for a couple seconds. You go click, nothing, then bee sting, then 10 seconds later, it just doesn't hurt anymore. I mean, I guess there's a chance you could hit a nerve, and it might hurt a little longer, but I felt basically nothing. It got a little warm as it was inflamed slightly, but I was fortunate. I had no seepage or anything like that. It didn't leak or anything. And well, you guys couldn't even see what I was showing you because I was an idiot and didn't switch. But let me show you that again. Yeah, these. Oh, where is it? There it is. So yeah, $4.99 for 8 of them. That's the link I posted. I mean, just keep them in the drawer. Oh, you want an earring pierce? Here you go. Click. Done. I mean, it's so cheap. It's ridiculous, and that's prime shipped. You order that today, you got it Friday. That's ridiculous. It's crazy. But I would definitely go with the balls because they're less likely to snag. If something, when you do this, the number of times that wrong one. The number of times I did this and my hand caught the earring and pulled them. That hurts. Not anymore. Now I can tug on them and they don't really hurt. So they're starting to heal up. But I got these little cherries. I thought they were cute. I like that. I had the I Smell Children Hocus Pocus ones in because my sister loves that. But they used these hooks. These little hooks. And that turned out to be a bad idea. I guess it's not healed all the way. And so the thin hook yanked on them. Yeah, exactly. Turn on, if you go to something you can do when you subscribe to somebody. Because YouTube does this. I don't know why. They just do. Come on. Come on. So, like, I'm subscribed to What About It.
What is that?
So you can see it's subscribed. And then there's this bell. When you click on the bell, you can say all, personalized, none, or unsubscribe. So you can subscribe by picking one of these three. So, for example, if you want to subscribe to a channel but you don't want it showing up in your list, you'll go to it when you go to it. You pick none. Personalized is where YouTube tries to figure out what you like. And so it shows you more of what you seem to like and it shows you less of what you seem to not be as interested in. All is saying, nope, you just show me everything this one makes. So change that to all, and then that should do that. If it already is all, try unsubscribing and then resubscribing and then checking all. But that's something you can do the bell with to help people out. So Personalized is where YouTube tries to figure it out. None is saying, okay, I'm subscribed, but don't show me anything. I'll go to it when I want to. All is saying, show me everything. These are not absolutes. YouTube does its thing, but that should help. Like, that's what I did when I subscribed to my own channel. And I get, as soon as I go live, I get a notification on the phone immediately. That's how I bring up the chat. Because I bring up the chat on the phone so that I don't have to do a split screen like this. Oh, you guys can't see that. To avoid having to do a split screen like this. Because the screen's not big enough. If I had multiple screens hooked up, then I would just put the chat on a separate screen. But I don't. So instead, I just bring up the chat on the phone, and I set the phone right here. Yeah, just unsubscribe and resubscribe, and then change it to all again. And see if that helps. Because even though you tell it all, sometimes the algorithm just does what it wants anyway. So you said buckle back. Oh, buckle back ring. I didn't do a search for that. Belt, buckle, back ring. Nope, that's not it. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Nickelback. Isn't that a band people tease each other with? Bickle. What the hell? Let's try Timu. Belt, buckle, back ring. Nope. It's not bringing it up. It's possible that's just something they didn't think of selling. Huh. How about Google? There it is. Although, what's that other part? That's basically. Oh, there it is. There's the plate. Oh, wow. But it's for $8.50. There's no point. What I need is a Chinese wholesaler that sells this. That is what I need right there. If I could buy that for like 50 cents a piece, then I could just design a cavity in the back of my print to fit this. But it's not worth it at $8.50. Unless you're making $40, $50 belt buckle, that's not worth it. It's too expensive. Okay, so that's what this is. Okay. Oh, here we go. So here, it's $1.49 on eBay. That's not so bad. It is, and as I thought, it's available on Alibaba. No, it's not. It just did a search. It just did that was a generic sponsored link that just did a search for those terms on Alibaba. Ooh, that's a pretty ring. What is this? Oh, I did a search for belt buckle. Okay, so this is it right here. But the problem is now you have $5 shipping. That kills it. Because now you're paying $6.50 for this. But that's basically what I need. I'm gonna save that picture. So maybe I can make this. It would have to be chunkier. Because if I made it this thin, it would just break. But if I doubled the thickness of this and made it more square, that might work. I mean, I would have to make it chunkier, but in theory, I could make that work. So that's something that theoretically I could fabricate. It's not impossible, but that price is way too high. So that might work from something like this. It's available from Walmart? The belt could take the stress, but could this take the stress? It is available from Walmart. Seller shipping is $4.21. See, what I need is I need a free option for shipping. Even if I have to order 10 or 15 of them, I need a free shipping option. Because that just kills it. Yeah, see, this is the seller shipping one. So $4.21, that makes it, $5.70. It's too much. Especially with that being so cheap. The one on Etsy is much nicer. I guess there's just not too much of a market for it. I gotta find one of these sites that has like a minimum order size to get free shipping. Go away. Where the hell's the X? There it is. Okay, so is there a free option for shipping? Oh, okay, so there is a free option, but I have to order a lot of them. I have to order 100 of them. If I ordered 100 of them, then I could get free shipping, because that would be the $149. I don't have any need to order 100. So I need to find something that's like $50 where I can get free shipping. But it is possible. I can get them for $1.50. I'll save this even though I can't do that right now. It's just too expensive. I guess just bookmark. It's not recipes. It's just bookmarks menu. Okay. So if I ordered, 101 of these, I can get free shipping. Here it is again. But is there a free shipping option? Basically, I'd have to ask. Yeah, for bulk pricing, do not hesitate to contact us. So I can ask them and say, what would it cost to get 50 of them? And that should be, less than $75. So that one's also an option. So their shipping is $4, but do they have a free shipping option? I'll have to look around. There's ways to get it. Oh, here we go. We're getting better. Free shipping at $100, so I don't have to order 75 of them to get free shipping. Although the reality is, if the shipping cost is low enough, see, a lot of times, for example, this one here, the reason something like this is not worth it is because it's not actually $1.50. It's actually $5.70 because they're going to charge this $4.21 per buckle. I'm Groot. Yeah, I can see that, Tandy. They're selling this for $5.70, and they're just pretending it's $1.49. But this company is going to charge you actual shipping, So you could order 10 and your shipping will probably be $5. That's not so bad. Because they're not charging a fixed shipping fee per item. Okay. That is an option. But I wonder if I could get away with making the whole thing 3D printed. If I print the belt as well, that gives me more options, because one of the things that I'll need to do is to make the stud bigger. If you make a regular stud in plastic, it's just going to snap the first time you wear it. You know, if you make this stud in plastic, it's just going to snap the very first time you put it on, unless you're putting it on a child. You know, whether it's not going to be tight. And but if I could double that and just make the holes in the belt bigger, that would hold up, I think. And there's ways I can reinforce it. For example, you could put a hole all the way through this to the other side and have a recess, and then you just make that hole sized for a screw, and you just run a screw through it. And this way the screw would reinforce the peg. And you could do something similar here, to where I could make the ring thicker, same size but thicker, or come up with a different attachment method altogether, since I'll be designing the belt too. So I could do that too. For example, maybe have 2 sets of these here, have this peg here and another peg here, and then use an actual piece of TPU filament and run it through one side and out the other, so that the filament would become the hinge. And that's strong. You can't break a piece of TPU. I mean, try it. Grab a piece of TPU and try to break it. Yeah, good luck. The trick would be to have enough strands of TPU so it's not stretchy. So that's a possibility. I could also, instead of using a pin, I can use a wedge. So instead of having the pin that holds the belt in be a circle, I can make it a wedge. And so you would have a slot, and you take your 3D printed PLA at that point, your 3D printed, rectangle, and shove it through the slot. Now that's going to be plenty strong enough. If you take a 2mm thick printed piece of PLA that's 15 millimeters wide, you're not breaking that. I don't care what you do to it, you're not breaking that. You're not going to break it by pulling a belt. So imagine instead of having a pin go through the belt, you'd have a wedge go through the belt. You'd have something that had width to it. You're not going to break that. Even out of PLA, you're not going to break that. You would have to abuse it to break it. Well, no. See, if I make a belt, I want to be able to make and sell them. I need to figure out new income sources. I need to make more money. It's just as simple as that. I have to make more money, and so if I can come up with ways to make money with the 3D printing by making custom stuff, well, that means I need to be able to buy 50 of them. You know what I mean, or 20 of them. I can't depend on being able to go to a thrift store and find the right, blank one that I can use to modify, and then all I'm really doing at that point is slapping a 3D print onto a belt buckle. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. For example, something like this that's not such a bad idea. Although I don't think these have hooks. This one does, though. That's too expensive, though. Well, it's the entire belt buckle, so that's actually not, that doesn't matter. But, like, for example, is this one the entire belt buckle? Or is it just the plate? Like, is there anything on the back? I mean, it's being lifted up off the table, so I'm assuming the ring is over here and the peg is over here, but I would need to confirm that. I would need to confirm that there's actually something there. Here we go. Yeah, see? This one's complete. And this is only $3 each. So, for example, this could actually work for customizing belt buckles. So, what I would do for something like this is I could 3D print your name, for example, that. So, I could 3D print this or laser cut it out of plywood. I could 3D print this without the little chain hookups, and then simply epoxy that onto this. I could then even seal it. So get some epoxy resin, fill that cavity with epoxy resin so it's all embossed and not embossed, encapsulated, and then UV light, cure the resin, and scuff the living hell out of this so that the resin has something to bite into. And I could well, that's nice too. And that's not a bad price. That's you sell that for $20 after you customize it, maybe $25. They have other colors too, but that's exactly what I need right there for just personalized belt buckles. I can put the town logo on there, for example. So Town of Edgewood. So there should be a Town of Edgewood page. Yeah, I could take this and work that out, 3D print that or paint it in multiple colors. I could put that on the belt buckle, so you'd have literally a custom Town of Edgewood belt buckle. I could do one for Moriarty, for example, right down the street. Is there a town? Yes, there is. Do they have a custom logo? Sort of. They have this. So that would be pretty easy to do. I can make one of these to, this would be better resin printed probably. And, print this and then, or laser cut it. Heck, I might be able to laser engrave directly into the belt buckle. That might actually be where the silver one comes in handy. This might laser engrave really nicely. Although I'd probably be better off with something like this. This is front and back. Yes. No. That's a pin. Oh, that's actually kind of cool too. Ooh. And there's 5 of them. That's kind of cool. I can even use an inkjet printer if I can get some UV stable ink. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still here. I'm an idiot. Let me know when I do the stupid stuff like that. Oh, well, yeah, I would make a one-off to see how hard it is and see how well it works. Like the fully 3D printed belt, that would be a one-off. And I wouldn't. I would put that up on my store and sell it, but I'd also put it up for free on Printables and Thingiverse. But if I want to make belt buckles to sell, then I need to be able to buy the hardware at an affordable price. But yeah, if I want to just make a one-off and just do something like that, then I would just do this. I would just buy one of these for $3. And then I could print whatever I want to go into here. So yeah, I could absolutely do that. But if I want to sell them, I need to get the price down. And selling locally here, this will work. You buy something like this, and I either laser cut some plywood or 3D print something, or I can even print a picture, an inkjet picture, with some UV. I got to find some UV stable ink, and then epoxy resin it into the belt buckle, and now you have a custom belt buckle. And I could even see another idea especially for something like this. Especially for something like this, that's a decent resolution too. For something like this, would be interesting is to separate this into multiple pieces. And so this would be really hard, so I'd probably make this all one piece, and Town of Edgewood in this one piece, and then these mountains, this plant, and the Roadrunner and the Zia, those I would probably laser cut as separate pieces, and then glue them on. This way it has depth. It'll have a depth to it. And although with the 0.2 millimeter nozzle, I could also print it. But by printing them or cutting them separate, I can make them different colors or paint them different colors. And so I can maintain these colors. I could just do this in plywood, get a light colored plywood, and this would be black once it got burned in, so that would take care of that. And then print this piece, paint it that color, glue it on. Print this piece and this piece, paint it, glue it on. And this way it'll have depth. It'll have some three-dimensionality to it. I can even print this background with an inkjet, and then just add things like the Zia, the mountains, and the bird and the plant as 3D relief. That would work too. This I can make this would be pretty easy to do. I could 3D print this, print it in light blue, and then paint these different colors onto it. And then the Roadrunner, print that as its own print and glue it on. And but yeah, that's all feasible. That's all theoretically something I can do. And that might actually be popular. And for that, I could just buy one of these. When you go to a 3D printing convention, the cool factor is going to be all 3D printed. But when you're selling locally, people just want something that's nice and reliable. And so you're better off using an actual proper belt buckle like this. And then, in fact, let me add that to the cart for later. Add to cart. So I don't lose it. Boy, that took a long time. Yeah, I finally ordered some of these because Michelle loves Scooby-Doo. So I got her Scooby-Doo earrings. I got her Grinch earrings. I got her Freddy Krueger earrings. She loves all the horror stuff and the Scooby-Doo stuff. She loves that stuff. But yeah, that's something I could do. All right, Baker Viking, how are you doing? Ooh, it is chilly. Well, yeah, I might even try to print this in PLA too, because I can print this with a 0.2 millimeter nozzle, and this would print fine. I kind of like this one. This one will have a better chance of hanging evenly, but I just like the naked look of the letters. But if you guys want to do something like this, you just go to Cuddle, and you can do things like this. And so because you have limited text in Tinkercad, but here you can do what you want. When you're done, you go to Boolean Union after you put it together. The N was separate from the rest of the letters. So what I did was I dropped 2 bits of text. I dropped this bit, and then just brought them together so that they overlap a little bit, so it'll be easier to print. And then once you join them, you end up with a solid shape. Now, you can also do other things. Someone else, how did he do that? He was able to do, I guess I could show you here. This kind of thing, where you have an outline sitting on top of a shape, so that you could do multicolor, for example. I'm trying to remember, how'd they do that? It's probably an offset. Modify? Outline? Oh yeah, outline stroke. That's it. Yeah. I think that's how he did it. Width is going to be what unit of measure is this? 0.1 what? 0.1 what? Inches or units and settings? Okay, we want to be millimeters. Decimal 0.1. I don't know what that means. I want to leave it alone. How do I save what I just did? How do I get back to here? Oh. Because I have to do that? What the hell is going on here? How do I get back to here? I guess once I set it, I just come back to here and reload it. Oh boy, that's tiny. Oh my god, it's 2 millimeters. Yeah, no, that's going to be 20 millimeters. There we go. Woo, that was tiny. Okay. I think that did it. So yeah, that's... I need to make this 0.8 millimeters in order to make it 2 perimeters. Is there any way to edit it? Is there no way to edit? Stroke. How do I edit it? I don't know what I'm looking at. Is this working or not? Not good, Daddy. You need sleep. Not good, buddy. You need sleep. Be careful of that. Oh, I don't mind. That's okay. We're all about detours, man. We're all about going all over the place. I have to learn how to use this, but this is a really nice way of making, especially for text. This is really, really nice for making text. If you use it for nothing else, it's for text. This is great because then you can import that into here. And this is probably too big. That's 150 millimeters, which is 15 centimeters, which is, what, 6 inches? That's way too big. Way too big, way too big, way too big. So if I want it to be, where's my tape measure? I had a tape measure here. I think I took it outside. This is way too big. I'll have to scale this to make it quite a bit smaller. Because you can't have a 6-inch neck chain. That's ridiculous. So let's undo this. Let's look at this again. Wall thickness is 2 millimeters. So this is going to have to be quite a bit smaller. Let's see. 100 is 4 inches. I guess that's about 4 inches. Yeah, I guess 4 inches works. Okay. We put one of these. Oh, we got to change the height again. Back to 3 millimeters. Yeah, I guess not. That would be a little gruesome, a little grueling. Okay. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, let's change these. Split you all apart. We're going to take this and we are going to adjust it to be about 110. Change the height back to 3. And then we're going to change this to make it 5. So it's a little beefier. Good. It's connected at 4 points. Is that actually connected there? Oh, no, I don't think it is. No, it's not. We take this and we stretch it out just a bit. There we go. Just so I want to make sure it's actually attached at these 4 points. So it's all one thing. And then we take this and this, center, anchor, fix. There we go. I can even do this in multicolor pretty easily. I can make the... Oh yeah, I could do this in multicolor pretty easily. That would actually not be hard at all. I can make this taller. And actually, or I could just make this shorter on the inside of this. Print one color, then switch. Okay. Same thing here. 100. Make it 3. Now I need to modify this. Split it apart. Bring these together like that. And bring them in here. That looks like it got rotated somehow. Split them apart again. Bring you in more. Join you. Then join you with this one. Center on this center. And then bring these down until they overlap. Bring this up a little bit since we need to overlap. And also change the thickness of this so it's a little beefier. And that's it. There. That's more appropriate. I don't know if 4 inches is still too big or not. We'll have to print it and see. But that looks kind of cool. I'll check different fonts and stuff like that too. But that's, you see how quickly you can make custom jewelry like this. And if you resin print this, oh boy, you could have fun. Because if you resin print this, then you can electroplate it. Plate it in gold or copper or nickel or silver. And that'd be pretty cool. So if I wanted to multicolor this, this is what I would do. Split it. I would then take this and join it with this. And then make this 4 millimeters. There. So you print this at its 0.2 millimeter layer height, and you print it 3 millimeters, stop, change the filament, and then resume the print, and the last millimeter will print in a different color, which won't include the letters. And by doing that, you get 2 colors. So I can make these loops, which might not need to be this large. I can make these loops and this circle around this a different color because they're a different height. So print this color until I get to 3 millimeters, end the print, or do a filament change if your printer's capable of that, and then switch colors and then just keep printing. And then you'd have 2 colors. If you want to really go fancy, print the first millimeter in the first color, then print the next 2 millimeters in your alternate color, and then switch back to your first color to finish the print. So for example, I might do this in a blue and this in an orange, and then on the back it would be blue, and on the front it'd be blue, except the letters would be orange. You could do that to add a little finesse to it, a little fanciness. But yeah, it's super easy to do stuff like this in Tinkercad. It's super, super easy. I'll have to try to do my T3DP logo too with the little cat. Yeah, good. Okay, so you guys were seeing that. I would suck if you weren't seeing any of that. But and this is also how I would do custom belt buckles. So if somebody wanted a custom belt buckle, I would come into Cuddle and do their name in a custom font or whatever, export it as an SVG, bring it into here, and then either laser cut this in plywood or 3D print it, and go from there. You could also get fancier with this. You could really get fancy if you want to. So I could separate the N from the rest of the letters, make the N 0.5 millimeter taller, and base color, letter color, then switch to the N and print a little bit different color for the N, and then print the top color here. This would be a lot easier with a multicolor printer. This is where I wish I had a bamboo printer. This would be a lot easier with a bamboo printer. Because you have the 4 colors already there. You just go that color, that color, that color, that color. And so you could print this with the N a different color than the ERYS. You could do things like that. Yeah. And for earrings, I could just print the N. So I could do this. Why can't I? Why can't I select this? I don't know how to select it. And that's the wrong font. Handwriting. Damien. Let's make it, 15 millimeters? So that. And now all I have to do is export this. File. Export SVG. N. Damien. Download. I don't know if that exported everything or just what I had selected. I guess we're about to find out. It is just the N. Control D. Split. Delete. There we go. Oh, it did get everything. So that's easy enough to fix. There we go. Now it's just the N. So now I can take the N and just drop this on top of it. And there you go. Now you have an earring. 3. And merge. There you go. Print that, and now you have the earrings to go with the chain. I slept okay last night. It was halfway decent. And that's the proper size. Nice. So print 2 of these, then use the DIY kit to where's it at? Your DIY kit to make the here it is. So what I would do is I would put probably 2 jump rings, um, three jump rings, because this way, this way, this way, and then attach the N. So 3 little jump rings, and then the N would attach to this piece here, and there you go, an instant earring. Not instant, but you know what I mean. And you know, I could print that in any color I want, or I could resin print it and paint it. But you know, this would be the necklace, and this would be the earring. And you could do the same thing if you want to stylize it. And so unbind, move this up here, grab this, sides. Let's go 3 and do this. 3. There we go. Oh, perfect right there. Talk about nice size, nice. And then take this and this, overlap, join with this on center there, and there we go. Join those together, join those together. Why is that taking so long? That should not be taking that long. It's a simple shape. Although I should fix this. So I should take this and export it. No, I can't export. Oh, I can export. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to replace this. But what I need to do is export this as an STL. Yeah, that's what's taking so long. Yep, that's what's taking so long. It's this piece here. It's because it has all that extra crap built into it. There it goes. Now what I need to do is to get rid of that and import the output. It's because this has all of this extra crap attached to it. I'll show you in a second. Whatever. But it's because this has all of this. It's because it has all this. So we just get rid of all that. There you go, gone. Problem solved. Stop doing that. I hate that. And now it'll join better. There it goes, instant. So now you have naked necklace and earring. And then you have the encircled necklace and earrings. Of course, this works with both. And if I want to do multicolor, I can do the same thing with this. So split this, make this 2 millimeters tall. There. And that'll give it some depth. And you can either print this in single color, or if you want to, you can print in 2 colors by doing a pause. There you go. That's pretty cool, actually. That's actually really cool. Now what I'm going to do is this. We're going to call this Nerys Jewelry. Naked. Okay. Circled. I don't even need these 2. I prefer the one with the 2 attachment points. I'm going to bring this over here, Control D, bring you over here, bring you over here, and save this one as circled. You have a great night, Maker Viking. There. And then if you want to print them separately, all you have to do is separate connected parts. If you separate connected parts, that'll take care of that. And so you can print either the naked set or the encircled set. Okay. I'm going to have to print these, try them, see how they work. And then that's something I could definitely do, is make people custom jewelry. Yeah, I could do that. I could easily do that. That'd be fun, too. Okay. Very cool. But I already have necklaces. You can get them super cheap. They don't cost much at all. And but yeah, this is cuddle.xyz. So if you want to play around with that, it's a great way of making nice little text SVGs. And I now have Temu and AliExpress links in the description. I don't make much from them, you know. The commission's very small. But still, you know, you can get yourself these to make custom earrings. If you like the hook styles, they have those too. So just do DIY earrings. And that doesn't work. Earring kit. Here we go. So these are standard hoops. If you want to do something with hoops, I do if I can find big enough ones, because I have big ears. These are balls. So if you want to do something with the balls, here's the flat plates and balls. So this is a mix of both. This is a complete kit that looks like it has all different kinds of things. More advanced kits that come with more stuff. Here's hooks, a whole bunch of hooks, different style of hoops, more hooks, more plates, hooks, different types for different things. So yeah, you can just get whatever you want. Do search around. Once you decide, like say you want these here, you know, like you want the studs, okay? So change to studs to limit the search. See, studs, instead of the hooks. And check around for pricing, because sometimes you can get a better price just by looking around. Like here, this one here is $1.69, but the exact same set is also available for $1.06. I think it's $1.31 now. Yeah, it's $1.31 now, but I paid $1.06, $1.87, $1.54, $1.90. You know, and also check the different options. Sometimes they're different. Okay. I got 4mm for $1.06. It was part of the choice section. So if you go to the home page and here is Dollar Express, right? Click on Dollar Express. So again, I've gone over this before. The way Dollar Express works. View full screen. The way Dollar Express works is that you have to order a minimum of 3 items, a maximum of 10 items, but you can place multiple orders. So if you hit your max, and you can also order multiple of the same thing. So you can see here, see 50-piece slot, $1.69. Well, keep looking. Here you go, 50-piece slot, $1.09. It's the exact same thing, but it's $1.09. So you save 60 cents. So look around, you know, that it adds up. I got a set of these too. Loki earrings. I thought that was really cool. And but you just scroll through here and just find the stuff you want. You can, and also now you can search. I don't see it here. Oh, interesting. On the phone I can search. Yeah, on the phone I was able to search the dollar section. Here I don't see an option to search on the PC. Don't try to order this UV glue for some reason. They won't ship it to the U.S. I don't know why. It's weird. But I add it to the cart. It shows up in here. But when I go to checkout, it says unavailable. It says cannot be shipped to your region. So there must be some kind of customs thing regarding UV glue. And probably a toxicity issue, and they're not labeling it correctly or something. Big Clive did something on this, so I decided to grab one. If you watch BigClive.com, I love when he takes stuff apart, but it's basically an emergency light that plugs into the wall. This one is, oh, I hope I got the right one. This one is just a battery powered one, but they have one that plugs in. Oh yeah, this one is. It is. So it plugs in, and when you can either just use it as a light, but if you plug it in, it turns off and charges the battery inside. And when the power goes out, it turns on. So it's literally an emergency light. So you put one of these in each room and just plug it in, and you're good to go. The power goes out, these all turn on. They'll run for a couple hours. And so you have emergency lights if the power goes out. I thought that was pretty cool. And I ordered some nail stickers to play around with that, to mess around with that. And oh, these are $2.39 for 5 pieces. That's interesting. Oh, now belt buckles are showing up. It'll also start to change if you do a search for something. It'll start showing you more of that. So it'll adjust what it shows you here. There's a lot of stuff available here that you can't see, but it'll start showing you more of that kind of stuff if you start picking more of that kind of stuff. And there seems to actually be a bit of an intelligent algorithm behind it. But I never did a search for, what do they have for 3D printing? There's a search bar. Filament is not usually worth it. There's a premium that makes it not worth it. That's not what I... Interesting. It's showing clothing. Oh, there's... Okay. Now we're starting to see some stuff. These little kits are pretty nice. You get the thermal inserts, heat inserts, vacuum bags, enclosures, files, Captain Cush. What? Okay. These are those plates that put patterns in the print when you print on them. I guess because these are 3D look are showing you that too. That's what I mean. Yeah, you have to factor in the shipping. You can sometimes get bulk deals that are actually pretty good. Filament. But you got to watch it because they do that trick where they like, this is not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all, but you might be able to get this from Amazon. So here's 10 kilograms of PET G for $71 with free shipping. That's $7. That's $7.15 each. That's not friggin' bad. And only one roll of black. Otherwise, you get colors. The only problem is you got to spend $70 to determine if this filament sucks or not. So that's the only problem. I would want to order a single roll, a sample or something. All white. I like the mix though. The mix is nice. Here's PLA for 76. The PET G is actually cheaper. That's crazy. Yeah, King Rune is good. I've used it. I like it too. But that's a great deal. I mean, 10 kilograms of PET G in 10 different colors. Only one of them is black. I'm okay with that. That's a different picture they had because the black was up here. Well, that was this one. Yeah. But yeah, that's 10 decent colors of PET G for $71. That's a good deal. Oh, and here's a coupon for $10 off orders over $79. At this point, what you would do is get the $15 off orders over $119. So if you added 2 of these, oh, max 1. Ah, so you can't use the coupon. Rawr. So you'd have to find something else from this seller. Oh, that's easy to do. Add this and then add this. So you get one multicolor and one solid color mix. And then you get $15 off. Let's see if that would actually work. Add to cart. Let's see if it'll actually give me the discount. Did it actually add to the cart? That's PET G. Add to cart. It's not doing anything. Is it actually adding it or not? Yeah, I think it did. It did. So we do this, then do this. To get rid of all the other stuff, there it goes. 143. And what was that coupon code? Oh man, it takes so long. Why? CDUS 15. Okay. Let's go check out. Let's just see what it does. Oh, that'll actually wipe out the tax. So promo code. Let's try it. Yeah. So basically wipes out the tax. Nice. So for $142, you can get 20 kilograms of PET G. God damn it, that's cheap. What does that come to? 142.12, and that's shipped divided by 20. That's $7.10 a roll. Fuck yeah. Not bad. I mean, I can't afford it. I can't buy it. But if I could, I would. And it's King Rune. It is King Rune. Okay, so we know that's good plastic. Damn it. Now I wish I had $150. That's a lot of PET G for a good price. Yeah, these are 1 kilogram. 22 pounds, which is 1 kilogram, 10 kilograms. 10 rolls, 1 kilogram each. 10 1 kilogram rolls. God damn. Oh, I'd kill to have a Gigastorm. Oh, I'd kill to have that printer. I wish there was more exotic colors, but still, that's not bad. You know, and if you want all of another color, you can just pick another color. You don't have to pick the white. I just picked the white because it's a good generic color. God damn. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on that. That's a good deal. And the tax is $14.08 because tax is very high here. Nice. Good use for it. You got a 1.2 millimeter nozzle on there? Because you can get 1.2 millimeter nozzles. And they work very well. 1.2 is nice because it's a triple multiplier of 0.4. 1.2 millimeter. Although for you, it might be worth it to spend the money to buy a The U.S. Metal makes it. Diamondback. It might be worth it for you to buy a diamond head nozzle. Diamondback nozzle. Let me show you. It'll reduce stick, increase flow, and basically it's indestructible. It'll never wear out. There it is. Let's see here. Are you using a volcano or a regular nozzle? Oh, somebody's making PCD diamond knockoffs. $60. But you know, for that price difference, I'd rather just go to the company that designed it. But yeah, you look for diamondback nozzles. They have volcano and they have regular. They're $100, but they'll last forever. It will never fail. It's made in the USA. This is actually a polycrystalline diamond tip, which has higher thermal conduction, higher thermal transfer, better lubricity, and basically indestructible durability. You know, the sapphire is very hard, but it's a monocrystal. That's why it's clear. Oh, so you need a different print head. Yeah, I would. That's the first thing I would do is swap the print head. I don't like proprietary, but you know, if these were $30, I might give them a shot. But for the tiny price difference between this knockoff and the real deal, I'd rather just have the real deal. Yeah, Diamondback nozzles are they're the cat's meow. They're just amazing. And it's amazing you can get ruby nozzles for $25 now. Wow, they're starting to make a lot of different nozzles. Good for them. That makes me happy. Hey, that's not a bad deal. Huh. 260 for the 3-pack is a pretty good deal. It used to be 299, I think. Or 280 or something like that. It was like just a slight discount. But that's not bad. But yeah, the diamond nozzle would be nice on a Giga printer like that. Get a 1mm diamond nozzle, that'd be nice. It would perform better, and you would never have to worry about wearing it out. You could grind that thing into your bed, and the nozzle would be like, "Bitch, is that all you got?" It literally, it just wouldn't care. It's just like, whatever, dude. See, the problem with the sapphire nozzle is that sapphire is monocrystalline, and if you know anything about jewelry making, I don't, but I know just enough to be dangerous. Um, when they make jewels, well, how do you cut a diamond nozzle if there's nothing harder than diamond? Well, diamonds can be cleaved. And what that means is that all the atoms in the diamond are all aligned. And so you can actually separate them as sheets. If you find a cleavage point, you can actually shear the diamond into two pieces. And that's what can happen to a sapphire nozzle if you jam it into the bed of your printer. You can shatter the sapphire. Polycrystalline is opaque, and that's because the atoms of diamond are all random. They're not all aligned the same way. They're all random, and that makes it, well, for all intents and nothing is indestructible, but that makes it for all intents and purposes indestructible. You're never going to kill it. Never. There's nothing you're going to be able to do to kill that. You just can't. And I would love it if one day they can make the entire nozzle PCD. Theoretically, they could, but man, would that be expensive. But boy, would that be one bitchin' nozzle. You get a jam in the nozzle and it's really stuck in there, just take a drill bit. And the nozzle's like, oh, that's tickled. I mean, it'd basically be indestructible. I mean, it'd be amazing. But, yeah, you could get 1.2mm nozzles. I would kill to have a Giga. That'd be nice. Man, that'd be nice. Yeah, I already have that. I already have the belt buckle saved. The $3 one, yes. Okay. In school, that's only $2. Is that the right one? Yep, that's it. That's only $2. Well, I'll save that one too. And $3 off if you order $30 worth, which would cover the tax. So order 15 of them, that'll get you to 30, and that'll get you $3 off, and that'll wipe out your tax. Oh, shipping $4.79. Never mind. Yeah. Oh, I hate when they do that. Oh, you sneaky bastard. Yeah, it doesn't say free shipping. Yep. See how that one says free shipping? Yeah. Sneaky bastard. But yeah, I'd like to try my hand at that, see how it works. Yeah, that one there. And this would take nothing in filament. This, you're talking grams. This, all three of these is probably not even 5-6 grams. Well, maybe a little more than 5 or 6, but not by much. It would take so little plastic. Now, when it comes to resin, you'd be better off using one of the tough resins that's semi-flexible. Because one of the problems with resin is it's brittle. So if you drop it, it could break, it could shatter. So if you use one of those semi-flexible resins that that have a little bit of give, that would make these very, very tough because they'd be so light you'd have to intentionally try to break it to hurt them. But yeah, I actually kind of like the idea of this with this. For the earring part, I like hoops. Hoops are just fun. So I'd probably print these and this because I like this better than this. Now the advantage of this is you can run it along a chain. Instead of ending the chain at the necklace, you can just put 2 jump rings on this, and then slide the 2 jump rings over top of the chain. And now the chain would be independent from the pendant. So you could do that too. You could also use this as a pendant if you just want the letter. Once I print these and confirm that they actually work, meaning they're viable for jewelry, I don't see any reason why they wouldn't be. It'll take me about a week until I get those parts in. Maybe I'll start a little donation service where, I don't know, send me $5 and I'll make you, I'll do this with your name. Tell me if you want naked or encircled, and I'll make you custom jewelry with your name on it. What do you guys think would be a good price for that to offer to do that for people? Let me know what you think about that. If you think that would be something I should offer. They closed all my Ibotta accounts. We had 3 Ibotta accounts because, my dad had one, my sister has one, and I have one. And they said that's fine, and, 1 per household member. They closed the other 2 accounts and said it violates the rules. What rules? We just say it violates the rules. They won't even give me a reason. They just took my $18 and said, that's it, you lose it. Fuck you, Ibotta. You're assholes. Oh, you couldn't see that. I hate when companies do that. If they're going to materially offset you, they should be required to give a valid reason. They shouldn't be able to just say just because. I hate that so much. There's no reason to do that. But what are you gonna do about it? Not much you can do about it. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Does Albuquerque have a logo? You get the $15? That's pretty sweet. Use my link. If you're going to buy from AliExpress, use my link. I'm curious how much I'll get from that. In the description, I have a Temu link and an AliExpress link. But I think you need to click the link before you add it to your shopping cart. If it's like Amazon, it won't count if it's already in your shopping cart. I don't care. Why can't I click on this? Okay, so they have a medallion. Oh, so that just loads that. Oh, I'm full page. View. What the hell's... Oh, there it goes. Oh, I just broke that page. Yeah, that's tiny. Usually bigger cities will have a media section where they'll have things like their logo and stuff like that. I don't see it. There we go. So let's go to images. And that's nice. That's actually nice. That's nice too. Yeah, there's probably a whole bunch of these I can find. Oh, that one's actually really cool. That's nice. Interesting. I could just find stickers and scan them. Huh. Okay. But that's the official logo. Yeah, so there's the logo if you want to do Albuquerque. Theoretically, I could do any city logo if they provide a logo. Okay, close that, close that. Don't need that, don't need that. I already got that saved. So you were able to add the $15 coupon on just one of these? Because it said $110 or more. But yeah, if you can, please use the affiliate link. All it does is take you to the AliExpress homepage. Then just search for this and add it to your cart. I'm curious what something like this would give as a commission. Is there? I can see it here. I think I have a few dollars in there. I haven't really been pushing AliExpress, so. Is it AliExpress or AliExpress? I have no idea. there no link to get there? I guess not. So, but I know I can get there by going here. I have 19 bucks in there. But I know they charge you quite a bit of money to withdraw the money, and they charge you that money multiple times, which shouldn't be right. It's pretty fucked up. So it's really not worth withdrawing until you have a whole bunch in there. I think I have a few dollars on Temu too. Yeah, $9. Yeah. Go away. Where's the X? Where's the X? Thank you. Just go away. Come on! Oh, is it a hover bullshit? No. Ooh. How do you do this? So how do I create a link or code? How do I do that? Share to earn. Oh, there's a code. I didn't know there was a code. That's Temu, right? Yeah. Ew, why did you do that? So that's my code. I didn't know that was a thing. So I guess if you put my code in when you install the Temu app, I get $5. Cool. Does AliExpress do that? I don't know. I heard Temu's in trouble. That they're starting to lose their venture capital funding, especially with these new tariff laws that the U.S. is passing to try to cut down on Temu and other sites like it, AliExpress and whatnot. Yeah, I don't blame you. You shouldn't buy that unless you need it. Oh boy. All right. If you want to get these, I think they were on Temu for $1.10 or $1.19. They were stupidly cheap. They're actually really nice looking. You know, they're like little glass jewels. You know, they're fake, but they're nice looking. Well, yeah, if you're printing that big. Well, that should be a separate budget. If you're making money doing it, then it should pay for itself. Oh, that feels good. Ah. Now, that should be a separate budget. When you make money using that, the first thing you do is replenish your supplies and go from there. Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna call it quits. I'm gonna try printing some of these. I could try to get. I don't think I can get a resin printer going. Um, it's 50 degrees in my house, and the resin printers really do not like it when it's that cold. They get really upset, and prints come out like crap. Although maybe I can use my enclosure. Put a little heater in the enclosure, get it warm in there. And but resin would be nice if I can find a tough resin. And but I bet you I can just print these with PETG too. And would this would probably even print with a 0.4 millimeter nozzle. Let's see how that would look. Let's switch. Delete, add, enter 3, 0.4, and let's go down to 0.96, 0.4, 0.2. I bet you if I do 6 perimeters, there won't even be any infill. Ooh, that actually looks a little big. I might have to shrink these a little bit. These might be too big. Yeah. In fact, if I go one more perimeter, I think it'll get rid of most of the infill. Yep. Although I might be better off not doing this. Here, I'll show you what I mean. So something that I do, tools, why is this off the screen? Tools, variable settings. Now these are 3 millimeters tall, so we're going to do a different top layer, which means we're going to do 2.8 millimeters. 2.8. Add, okay. And this top layer is going to have one solid layer and one perimeter. That'll make the letters much cleaner. Yeah. See how much cleaner the letters print when you do that single top layer like that? Now below that, it's all perimeters for strength. But above that, it's all clean. Yep. That's the way you want to do it. Yeah, that looks really clean. I'm Groot. Yeah, and that's going to take 1 hour and 13 minutes and use 8 grams of plastic. Not bad. So let's print a set of those. And downloads, yes. Let's remove this and print the other style. Print. Select all. Oh, these are going to be different. Okay, this one's fine. This one got a little weird because of the difference. So what I need to do is change this custom zone. If I do this 2 millimeters, that should do it. Nope, I gotta go down one. I think that's only 2 millimeters thick. So I have to go to 1.8, I think. 1.8. There we go. Now it's clean. That's what we want. Export, save. And this will take 11 grams. Some turkey blind organization tools. Hunting, turkey blind. So a blind for hunting, and you're making organizing tools for inside the blind. Oh, okay. Nice. That looks nice. Yeah, there's enough thickness there. That's good. Very cool. I'm gonna print these. Yep, definitely gonna print those. Where's my memory card? Right here. Where is there's the reader? And there's the adapter. Where's the adapter? That's A to C. I need C to A. Come on. Where's the C to A? I know I gotta order like 10 each of those and just keep them all on hand. You got it. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna put these on a memory card and print these. Because now I wanna print these. That's my favorite little memory card reader just because it's orange. I love orange. I know it's dumb. I don't care. I love orange. Alrighty. I will see you guys later. Thank you very much for joining in. Don't forget, PayPal link down below, affiliate links down below, including Amazon, Temu, and AliExpress for your Christmas shopping. Literally 50% of my income comes from those affiliate links, so I appreciate it. And if you want to support me monthly, I have a Patreon. I will see you guys later.